Right now at 6, bringing you team coverage of Tampa Bay's big game as we're now just 48 hours away from kickoff.
And we're live from the center of it all. We're up above our station at ABC Action News and right across the street from Raymond James Stadium. Meanwhile, Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips and our anchor, Paul LeGrone, also live with us this evening. We'll check in with them in just a few moments.
And we have several reporters covering the big headlines from a one-on-one with beloved former coach Tony Dungy to all of the fan events.
Plus, the Bucs player who almost missed out on the Super Bowl and his comeback story. Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Wendy Ryan.
And I'm Jamison Euler. It's great to be out here again. The backdrop of our shot here, the place where the Bucs will make history against the Chiefs.
And Jamison, the one big thing
really hungry right now.
Know, what's the forecast going to be like for the big game, as well as the entire weekend, right?
Yeah, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips. He joins us live from downtown Tampa and the Super Bowl experience. Dennis?
Hey guys, I got to tell you, by the way, Wendy and Jameson, it's so cold out here. I mean, have you guys felt the cold the last couple of days up on that roof?
You don't even start.
You have no idea, Dennis.
Yeah, you're right, and I'm glad I don't. The sun is going down now across the area. We are beginning to cool off. But look, the folks here at the NFL Experience, this is still going on and will continue going on strong until later tonight. Tomorrow, the last day where you get a chance to come on out and enjoy. Now, as we've said, there are no standby entrances anymore this go-around. You have to have a ticket, but there's still lots going on in the Bay Area, lots going on in downtown Tampa. So if you can't make it out here tomorrow, there's plenty going on along the river. So the big question is, what about the forecast? Well, it's looking better. It's looking a lot better. Now, yes, tomorrow and tomorrow night and into early Sunday, it's going to rain. But for the game, check it out. Things look good. Skies will be partly sunny. The rain will be long gone with temperatures at kickoff at about 66 degrees, dropping into the lower 60s by later on in the game. Guys?
All right, thanks, Dan. We'll check back with you always. Continue our team coverage now with insight from a local sports figure. Tony Dungy helped turn the Buccaneers into contenders and then led the Colts to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, these days the NFL Hall of Famer talks football on TV, and he still makes his home here in Tampa. ABC Action News reporter Eric Waxler interviewed Coach Dungy one-on-one, and he joins us live tonight about what he's saying about Super Bowl 55. Eric?
Hey, Jamison. Yeah, Tony Dungy told me a short time ago, even he couldn't have imagined not only the Buccaneers in the Super Bowl, but doing it with Tom Brady as their quarterback.
It really is a nice night. Thank you, Michael. And, of course, we have more information about all the events right now on our website. Just head over to abcactionnews.com/game. And also tonight, the Super Bowl is really putting Tampa on the world stage. Our Paul LeGrone joins us live now with the opportunities the big game presents for our area. Paul?
Yeah, Jameson, a huge opportunity, right? The world stage, and here we are live in front of Raymond James Stadium tonight, the center of all the attention on Super Bowl Sunday night. You know, I interviewed Mayor Castor back in early May, and of course it was a Zoom interview. It had to be. We were just coming out of those lockdowns in Florida, and she not only said back then that the game would go on as scheduled, she also predicted 9 months ago that the Bucs would be in it and that they would win it. Exciting to say the least, right? And, you know, the Monday morning after Super Bowl Sunday, let's just guess how many times the word Tampa will be mentioned on international television all over the globe, all in a good way, and at a time when this country is still trying to claw its way back out of this pandemic. Wendy, you can't say it enough. The fact the Bucs are in their hometown playing in a Super Bowl, this is huge.
It is incredible, Paul, and I'm hoping for hashtag Super Bowl champs, the Buccaneers, also trending on Monday morning. Thanks, Paul. Next, we have some pretty cool time-lapse video to show you, taken overnight by one of our photographers. The transition from night to day at Raymond James Stadium. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? Well, playing in the big game is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for most NFL players, but one Buccaneers defensive lineman also missed his chance to play here at Ray J after suffering an ankle injury in Week 5 against the Bears. Our Kevin Lewis joining us now live with more about his road to the Super Bowl. Kevin?
It looked like Bucs defensive tackle Vita Vea was done for the season after the Chicago game. But the fact that Tampa made the postseason just gave him a couple of extra weeks to get back. At 6'4", 350, Vea has been a very big factor on the Buccaneers' defensive line, literally, and he said his faith was the biggest factor in his ability to come back.
All right, thank you, Kevin. And remember, we have a special newscast tonight at 7 with additional coverage of Tampa Bay's big game. You can watch it here on your ABC Action News station or stream it through our free mobile app.
All right, let's send it back now to our Lauren St. Germain, who's inside our studio for more local headlines. Lauren?
Thanks, guys. So over the last year, Tampa police, city, and county code enforcement have educated strip clubs about the need to display proper signs, giving resources to potential victims of human trafficking. Tonight, I-Team investigator Kelly McGivern brings us an exclusive look at the work officers are doing to make sure businesses are in compliance ahead of the big game.
Still ahead here at 6, a super surprise for a father and son.
That's right, the mom who shocked her family with tickets to the Super Bowl and the friendly competition they have going just ahead of the big game.
How you doing, everybody? I'm ABC Action News Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, live at the NFL Experience where the sun is setting, but certainly the fun is that we got a lot of fun planned tonight and tomorrow. And of course, oh, by the way, the big game on Sunday. The Super Bowl forecast and a look ahead at your weekend coming up as Action News continues.
More home offices turn back into work commutes. I am here for you. From bridge drive times to interstate speeds to any traffic tie-up, I'll help you find the quickest, easiest way to get around Tampa Bay.
ABC Action Traffic is sponsored by Farah and Farah. It's countdown to kickoff for Tampa Bay's big game. Fire the cannons for our very own Bucs, ready to battle the Chiefs. Watch ABC Action News tonight at 7 for special coverage of Tampa Bay's big game. Sponsored by MyCare Medical.
Welcome back. Local leaders want everyone to do their part to make sure we all stay healthy during all of these Super Bowl events. There are signs around downtown Tampa to remind you to wear your mask within certain zones, even when you're outside. It's all part of an executive order Tampa Mayor Jane Castor signed last week. People who do not follow the rules could face a fine. But I did speak to the mayor today, and she says so far people have been doing pretty well with this, which is a good sign here. Wendy and Jameson.
All right, thank you, Lauren. Well, as we stand here right across from Ray J, we wanted to let you know that we're really in the middle of the Super Bowl action. It's just a primo spot, especially before the game.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we've heard the weekend performing the last couple of nights. We got to see the fireworks show last night, but it might get loud here really soon. Let me tell you why. MacDill Air Force Base says a practice flyover for the Super Bowl is happening. Probably in the next 30 minutes, maybe even less than that. And take a look at this. If you look at your phone or anything, just look up at your TV screen here. This is a live shot from Action Air 1 right now, which is flying over the stadium to capture this on camera from a bird's eye view. You might even hear it through our microphones if those planes go by at supersonic speeds there at home. We just want to warn you, you might hear some loud sounds there, but very cool to be the station closest to the action, literally.
Yeah, best seat in the house before the game anyway. Love that story. That mom definitely deserves a trophy for Mother of the Year, and it's so great to see people so excited ahead of the big game right in our own backyard.
All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips, who's in downtown Tampa tonight, enjoying that NFL experience you have down there. Some great weather and a great sunset behind there, Dennis.
Yeah, guys, it really is. I mean, we've been here for a few hours, and honestly, you guys know this time of the year, when the sun is out, it is beautiful in the mid-70s. So whether or not you're lucky enough to come on over to the NFL Experience tonight, or whether you're just going outside, you're going to need the jacket. Tomorrow night, you're going to need the umbrella. Tell you though, looking around, there are just so many different jerseys. And by the way, it is not just recent Bucs fans. I'm seeing LeGarrette Blount. I'm seeing Michael Pittman. I'm seeing Doug Williams. So there's definitely some old school Bucs representing here as well. But yes, there are probably more Brady and Gronks than anything else. But you're seeing right here, that's for the little kids. This is the area where the little people are. And you've got your throwing, your running, your kicking, and they all have an opportunity to just experience the experience. So honestly, folks, it's a great night. If you're going outside tonight, definitely a light jacket at the very least. In fact, if you check out a live look at Ray J right now, which is directly across the street from Jameson and Wendy, they mentioned that flyover is expected pretty soon. But at this point in time, the weather is looking good. Now, yes, we do have some rain in our forecast. And in fact, if we take a live look at Titan Doppler radar, that rain, while it is going on now, there might be a couple of sprinkles going on in Citrus County, a few more out in the Gulf, but otherwise, things are pretty quiet across the area. And as we continue to look at our area right on through the next couple of days, the way I see it right now, the forecast is shaping up very, very nice. In terms of timing, I do believe we're going to see a better chance of rain late tomorrow night into early on Sunday morning. But overall, the bulk of that rain will likely be while we are sleeping. So bottom line at this point in time, and this has been the big question all week long, is what about the rain possibility as we head on into the latter half of the weekend? And the way I see it right now, it is probably going to be something that will be holding off until maybe 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then afterwards, things will be improving dramatically. So at this point in time, and by the way, guys, just so you know, I think I lost connection wirelessly to the weather computer. So we're just going to go ahead and finish off with the forecast, which back in my old radio days, you know, tomorrow morning, I suspect we will see a lot of sunshine. It's going to be warm. It's going to be muggy with temperatures in the 70s, maybe even low to mid 80s. The rain timing will be late tomorrow night into early on Sunday morning, okay? So I'm not concerned about rain for the early evening. I think after 11 or 12 o'clock tomorrow night, Citrus and Hernando, you get in on the act. And then overnight, tomorrow night into first thing on Sunday morning, at that point, there's a chance not only of some rain, but maybe even a couple of stronger thunderstorms. We're under what's called a marginal risk by the Storm Prediction Center. But overall, the rain chances peak between maybe 2 a.m. and 8 a.m. Sunday morning. So by lunchtime on Sunday, skies clear. Well, we'll go partly cloudy, but the rain should be long gone by the time the game starts. Kickoff at about 6:30. So if you're going out tonight, chilly and cool, or clear and cool. If you're going out tomorrow, a warm and muggy day with temperatures in the 80s before those rains arrive late tomorrow night into early on Sunday. So that's looking good. We'll continue to be here. We have a special coming up at 7 o'clock with more on the Super Bowl. And of course, I'll have more on the weather coming up as ABC Action News continues.
ABC Action weather cameras are sponsored by the Florida Lottery. It's almost Valentine's Day, so this week on Tampa Bay's Morning Blend, we're teaming up with our friends at Coast Dental to showcase unique love stories of local couples that have been sharing smiles for life. If you'd like to share your love story of how it all began and where you are now, we'd love to celebrate with you and feature you in our show. Just go to tbmorningblend.com/love to tell us your story and upload photos. Brought to you by Coast Dental, providing smiles for life. ABC Action News is sponsored by New South Window Solutions.
We're following breaking news right now at 6. We just learned Chiefs assistant linebackers coach Britt Reed was involved and hurt in a car crash 2 days before the Chiefs were to depart for Tampa. Our sister station in Kansas City is reporting 2 young kids were also hurt in the accident. Reed is Chiefs head coach Andy Reid's son. You can find out more about this developing story on our website, abcactionnews.com.
Lauren, thank you. A very special group of men will be at Sunday's Super Bowl.
Yeah, they've never missed a game. In fact, they've been at every single Super Bowl ever played. How about that? 3 men are all that's left of the Never Miss a Super Bowl club. These guys have been to every single Super Bowl since they started back in 1967, and boy, do they have some stories to tell. They say in the beginning, the first 3 games were only $12 a ticket. For 81-year-old Gregory Eaton, he says he loves how the big game brings everyone together.
It brings people together, Catholics, Jewish, blacks, whites. Sports brings people together, and that's what America's about.
Some of the members have passed away, but the club's tradition lives on with Super Bowl 55.
That's a good life right there.
Awesome.
ABC Action News is always on when you need us.
Make sure to download our 24/7 streaming news channel on your favorite connected device. We'll see you back here at 7 and 11.
Need something investigated? Contact the I-Team.